Most gallstones are made of cholesterol. So putting two and two together, if you want to make a gallstone, you need lots of cholesterol. And this is precisely what happens. When bile is collected and analyzed from someone with gallstone disease, they will have bile that is supersaturated with cholesterol. Doctors quantify this using the cholesterol saturation index, or CSI for short. So if your CSI is high, be warned, you are at risk of gallbladder surgery. So to protect your gallbladder, you want to stop that high cholesterol. The thinking is that you must be secreting too much cholesterol into the bile. So to mitigate your risk, you want to do what you can to lower cholesterol levels. Don't eat it, don't make it, and excrete it. Well, this is the current thinking, but it's wrong. This is what a team of researchers from the Karolinski Institute discovered when they changed the way the cholesterol levels in the bile were reported. Join us for this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV as we uncover the real problem in someone who has developed gallstones. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. So, what exactly is bile? Well, it's a mixture, and there are three big ingredients: cholesterol, bile acids, and phospholipids. When the CSI is calculated, the three ingredients are expressed as a percentage of each other. So normal bile would typically have a cholesterol level of around 5%. And when someone has a cholesterol gallstone, the amount of cholesterol is definitely up. The cholesterol levels rise to around 10%. Of course, since this calculation is based on the total number of molecules, if there are more cholesterol molecules, there must be less bile acid and phospholipid molecules present. So the percentage cholesterol does not mean there's actually more cholesterol. To get a full picture, we need the concentration of cholesterol. So this is what our team set out to find using historical data from 232 gallbladder removal surgeries, which took place between 1981 and 1998. The team calculated the actual amount of cholesterol in the bile samples from people with and without gallstones. When they did this calculation, they found that the cholesterol levels in the bile of people with gallstones was not higher. In fact, it was exactly the same. Accordingly, the idea that their liver was pumping excess cholesterol into their gallbladder, causing the problem, was not correct. So, what was the problem? Well, when they measured the absolute levels, the thing that stood out was that the bile acids were missing. People with gallstones had a bile acid deficiency, not a cholesterol excess. Really? Well, the team decided to probe other sets of published data to see if the pattern persisted, and it did. Here is a table summarizing their findings. When there's a red box, the value is increased in someone with gallstones, and when there's a blue box, the value is decreased. All but one of the 13 studies analyzed showed bile acids were significantly lower. So too much cholesterol is a red herring. The real problem in gallstone disease is a bile acid deficiency. So their plan of attack, if you want to mitigate the risk of a gallstone, needs to shift away from cholesterol lowering to correcting that bile acid deficiency. So you might be asking, where have all the bile acids gone? Well, there are two possibilities. The first is that the production of bile acids by the liver is compromised. The second, that the bile acids that are being produced are not being recycled adequately. The Karolinska researchers think option 2 is the problem for most people. Future studies will shed more light on the issue. But the take-home message from this study: obsessing about your cholesterol levels is unlikely to make much difference to the risk of gallbladder disease. To create better body chemistry, you need to think bile acids. Interested in discovering more ways to create better body chemistry, or need a little help getting your body chemistry on track, visit our website at www.betterbodychemistry.com, browse our library, or enroll in one of our courses or programs. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Know someone who is at risk or is suffering from gallstones? Share this video with them so they know what to focus on if they want to decrease gallstone formation. And if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you catch future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.